What's up, everybody? Another Workshop Wednesday coming at you. We got BrobiWanBronobi, mouthful, in a Plat 2v2 replay. We're going to break down what he does, how to do better. Usually the nice thing about twos is there's a lot of room for mistakes, especially in the Plat rank. So let's see how he can improve. Good fake challenge, no need to force it. So this one's kind of weird. So in these scenarios, you're kind of SOL either way. You've got a 1v2 happening. So facing backwards is good. You want to basically follow the ball. The difficulty is, like, as soon as you turn around, you're committed to challenging it. And the sooner you do that, the better. But essentially, you're just trying to buy time so this guy can get back. You need him to get back in some capacity. You can either rotate back and just try to help. He can try to come in and bump. Or you can take out the other threat and get rid of the player by just demoing them. So your job here is either to basically just stay as patient as possible and buy time. So as this retreat happens, you completely turn around. When you turn around like this, you're completely killing all your momentum. You have no emphasis on being able to move forward and challenge or anything. Like, he can flick this in literally any way, he can pass this, and you have no momentum to go and try to block or do literally anything. So what you really want to do, and this is what people refer to as shadow defense or mirroring, as I call it, as a player is moving back and forth, you want to do that same thing. You want to still face the same way they are, because it's going to allow you to keep the trajectory and the momentum of where you're going, and you want to do the same thing. So if he's going this way and he cuts this way, you want to do the same thing, and you're basically shadowing or mirroring him until it gets to a point where your pass can intersect, or you're within a space that allows you to challenge. And when you're close enough, and this is going to take time for you to figure out, but once you get close enough, you can then challenge, cause that 50, and then allow you to take over. The difficulty is when you're in a 1 versus 2, all you're trying to do is buy time for him to get back. So as he's dribbling this way, you need to be following it. Watch for the pass coming across. In pro play, you're screwed no matter what in this situation, because this guy could easily just come in for a demo and take you out. But as soon as you turn completely, you're pretty much SOL. You almost get the challenge though if you double jump, maybe, but the reason why you actually miss that is because you don't have any momentum or any speed going into it. Soft touch, so I'm okay with you taking your time here. And you'll get better with this. You could score this right away, especially with him jumping. You just got to make sure you hit it with the corner of your car and put it in. Just hit it square as much as possible. If you are a little nervous about it, that's fine. Just make sure when you do touch it, you're using the front of your car to push it towards the net. It hits the side of your car, which is what makes it fall into the flat, which then you force a hit here. And rightfully so, because that guy's trying to come and demo you. And then you turn around. I don't know why you back off so hard in this. So, first touch here. Could have been a goal here. Make a touch. That goes a little wide. Not a big deal. Jump again to avoid the demo. But then you back off here. I don't know why. If you just stay commit, you could get the play. You guys get counterattack? No. They miss. On an open net. You guys are lucky. You get the boost. End up letting your teammate go for it, which is fine. You're so far back, too. You want to be in a position to make sure that you can help your teammate. Like, if this, like, say he wins this and it goes across, you're still way too far away to even help. You still need to be in a position to make sure that you can help. Like, understand Rocket League has moved so fast that most cases you don't really get punished unless it's a really big clear, especially in Plat. Nobody's going to really hit it hard enough for you to get counterattacked that heavily. So you need to be up close enough to where you can actually support your teammate. Like, if he wins this 50, you're way too far away to even get there. And if he loses it at the same time, like say he loses this 50, this guy's always going to get there first before you do, which then puts you in a 1 versus 1 again where he has advantage. So you need to be closer just to help out in general. You do end up winning this if he turns and shoots this. Does get saved. Way too eager on it. Based upon even the way that you're going, this touch, even if you make this touch and you hit it, it's going to hit at best up here. and then fall down, and then hopefully your teammate swings around and goes for the touch. So, but because you're going so hard, like your trajectory isn't even following the ball. Seems like you wanted to get to the ball. Like your tendency was like, I need to get to the ball first, more than anything. And then you end up forgetting like what you're actually trying to accomplish with it. I don't know. So you deny the boost here. Same situation. You're trying to force a hit. So when you come across here, your whole advantage right now is to try to sustain offense. And you do that. So you come across, you get the boost. That's great. So either you make a play on the ball, you turn up and you put this back in, or you back off and just make sure that this guy expends his action. Is he going to flip it? Is he going to hit it? Is he going to, you know, clear the ball? What is he going to do? But by just being here, he has to respect that you can make a touch on the ball, and that's all you're trying to do. You don't need to force anything. Just fake the challenge. Just literally sit in front of it. You don't actually have to do anything here because he's going to throw it away. But as soon as you jump off the wall, you're coming from a bad challenge. Even if you do get a touch on this, his force is all going this way and yours is going this way. It's going to pinch and go over here, and you guys are going to get cleared on anyway. So all you're ultimately trying to do is just stay in front of this. Just watch the ball. As the ball's like going this way, you just want to be kind of going back and forth in front of it. And then once again, if it gets close enough, go for the challenge. But if not, like you're just forcing yourself to do something here, which puts you out of position and it puts you guys in 1 versus 2. You end up going back. But you turn off, like, the issue I have with this is, like, you turn off ball cam. And ball cam is, like, more important than anything right now because you need to know if your teammate won the challenge or if you need to position and go for the ball right away. So making sure you leave ball cam on for that, you can toggle it really fast to be like, okay, I need to go back post or whatever you're trying to do here. But turning it off in the most crucial part is kind of scary. Big clear, which is good. You jump again because you have no boost. There's 2 things you could have done on this. So after you hit this, you land on the wall. If you want to conserve boost, you can stay up here, jump off, level out your car, and then wave dash, and then jump again. It'll keep you supersonic. It'll still allow you to keep your momentum and catch up to the ball. The thing that I have a problem with here is you jump after you land. So after you land here, you're still going supersonic. You're going top speed. So to jump again is just committing you to a place where you can't do anything anyway. You have a player coming across. Your hopes is by just being here, he's going to hit this ball. It's going to bounce center. And then because you didn't jump, you can then read that and put a shot on target. But by jumping here, you're committing to a play that you can't do anything with anyway because you're too far away from the ball. So there's really no point. You don't get the boost. You just back out. You still have no boost. Luckily, he makes a mistake. You capitalize on it. So this is a prime example of just by pressuring them, you just need to do it smarter. So by being here, it's forcing this player to make a hit. Your teammate comes in, wins it. And you could have done all this on your own technically. So same result, just a matter of doing it more efficiently. Be more efficient as well with this. So kickoff doesn't work out. You rotate away. Understand that as soon as this kickoff happens, right, this guy's gonna come and smack this downfield. So because he's in position to hit this, you need to realize that your like first priority needs to be to get back to help your teammate. You're removing yourself further by, yes, getting full boost, but you have a side boost or a corner boost that you can get. And there's all the boost pads behind you that are probably still available. So your first urgency should not be to go for this, but to turn, go for the side boost if it is still applicable based upon where this ball goes, or if you need to get back to net to help out your teammate. So you're removing yourself from the play. Also didn't pick up the boost pad, and you missed that one too. So, I mean, you're talking by the time you start to even head back, the shot's already being on target. You're in a 1v2. You're not even at half field. Luckily, they miss. You go back post, stay away from the play, you let it develop. Good. Your teammate's still going on that. So, a lot of times in Plat and in lower ranks, this guy should have realize that he's expended his options. He's done his play. He should have a player behind him for rotation. So, 2 things to remember. I like your positioning here. If this pinches out, you're there. If it goes behind him, it's fine. You can still get to it. Even further back, it's probably better because it's going to be more so that you want to be facing this way. You want to position yourself and make sure that if the net is behind you, so if the net is here, you are in a position to where if the ball goes towards your net, you are perfectly in front of it. So by facing this way, if the ball goes behind you, you're kind of SOL. If it comes across, maybe. But if you're facing this way, it's going to allow you to get to the more direct positioning of where the ball itself is. Because of that, if you give yourself a little bit more space, if you're actually further back and you're facing this way, from like here, you're going to be better off. Because if it pinches, you can still go this way. If it goes in the middle, you can still go this way. But by going directly, you're committed to going this way. And if anything doesn't go in your favor, you're screwed. So you start moving up with it. It ends up getting bumped. It looks like you want to move downfield with him, but because it doesn't work, you end up turning in. The difficulty is the way that you're approaching is you are horizontal. If you hit this, it's just going to center back to your net. If he wins a challenge, it's going to pinch towards your net. All of that's kind of iffy. The other thing is you have your teammate who's still going in circles around it. You need to let that develop. Come back, turn around, give yourself more space, come back into the challenge. Give yourself time to let the play develop. Because now you're committing 2 people to the same spot and it ends up not working out. Your touch is the problem here. You want to get the boost because you're low, but you also want to play it downfield. So make your touch towards the boost, lead it to yourself, and then you can go for your air dribble. Or play it down line and get the boost. Playing it in the middle is just kind of neither things that you want. You always want to make sure, if you can, play the ball on the pathing of the small boost pads. It's going to allow you to maintain it a little bit longer. Because now you're out of boost here and you guys are kind of screwed. Luckily, you're not being punished. You should get to this first. Get clear. It's on target. Or towards their net, at least. You're also using a ton of boost for this. So you clear it. Careful with how much you're using here. So you're clearing it, he denies your boost in front of you. And then you keep boosting up the wall just to put yourself in a position where you're not going to go anything for it. That should have been a goal. Good pass, actually. You then are missing the side boost as well, and you missed that boost. So my recommendation, a lot of it, is your pathing. Your pathing could use a lot of work. Like, so when you're rotating across, you play this across, right? First thing I see, player's not there. He's going to shoot this. This should be a goal. So your job is to get out of the way as much as possible, which you try to do. Second thing I see is that this path is 12 boost. This might come back up, maybe. I think you just got it, so probably not there. You're going to get 24 here, and then worst case scenario, you get the 100, and you come back in and you go help. But your pathing, you miss, you turn away before you even get the boost. If you're going to put yourself out of position and away from the play to get boost, you need to secure it. So make sure that if you need to use the visual indication of you getting the boost and then committing to it, that's fine. You just turn off too early, it happens. And because of that, the reason why this is so poor is because not only do you remove yourself from the play, but when you go back into it, you also don't take any of these boost pads either, which then puts you at a double detriment, which is even worse. You flip past, you miss this one. Yes, I like how you take the back post. You're a little bit further away from the play. It allows it to develop, but you end up coming in too aggressively. Like, if you're going to take that back post, you need to not only have boost so you can make a save. The easiest way to do this is, if you're not going to take the close and try to help, rotate further, take this boost pad that's right here, and then stop. Well, not like completely stop, but the wider you take this rotation, the more time you're giving this play to develop and more time to react to the ball. So if you take it a little bit wider, you want to basically kind of roll in. You don't want to be, guns blazing, just flying into the play. But like, you come across super fast. But if you take this a little bit wider of approach, you're going to kind of come in more laterally and make it easier to make a play, whether you need to save, jump, do whatever it is. Difficulty is that zero boost is, no matter what, you're in trouble. So take it a little bit wider approach. Make sure you get those boost pads if you do miss the big one, and then it's going to make it easier to make the save. Fortunately, you, for some reason, go up the wall and flip about, and let them score on you. I don't know. Plat things. I don't know. Interesting. 33 boost. You use boost to get 12 more boost after using most of it, and now you're at 24. So you turned left to boost to get more boost while using... What I'm trying to say is it doesn't make sense. What you did there is literally useless. Use 33, you go down to 12, you pick up another 12, and nothing's happened. Efficiently, if you want to cheat up, you let him go, you fall behind him. Just hold right trigger and drive, or W if you're on KBM. Just drive behind him. Let him use his boost, let him get the kickoff, but literally just cheat behind him without using any boost. Because he's going to get to it first, and now you're closer to the play because you haven't used any, and you have more boost to use. You pick up that boost, instead of being at 33 like you started, you now have an additional 12. You'd be at 45. Another 12 here. Like, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage for no reason. Nice shot. Good. A little risky here. So again, either you need to be wider so he has room to work with and pass to. You're committing too many people. The way that I look at the field is usually in thirds. This is 1/3. Anywhere from the near post and over. In between the posts. Far post and over. If you're both in the same area, it's usually not that good. He can cover all of this. You don't want to overlap that. The wider you are, the more space he has to work with, and the less you're committing to the same spot. Plus, if he passes it, it makes it harder for the other team to react. So you're a little too close for this. Either be further back and support it. You want to be behind him and supporting it. Or you want to be wide and give him a pass. You're kind of in this weird in between. Also, with how far you're cheated up here, as soon as I see this ball is past him. I'm surprised he ends up getting this, but by the way that I see this developing is this player's going to bring it down. You should be retreating. Your teammate should rotate away. He ends up passing it to the other team. This should be you guys getting scored on, but it's Plat, so you don't get punished for it. If I'm that Kylan guy, I'm jumping up, I'm intercepting that, and I'm blasting it at your net. Ends up working out. To my knowledge, for the rest of this game, not a whole lot happens until you guys end up getting another goal later, but let's see if there's any missed opportunities. Take your time, no one's forcing you. Good. That should have been a goal. You also got a demo. You guys do get a goal. Good. A little sloppy, but a goal is a goal. Again, you remove yourself from the play. You need to make sure you put yourself back in. Let this develop. I like this because he's there. There's no reason to go for that. Careful with stopping there. You need to be a little bit cautious of that. For the same reason as last time. If you come to a complete stop, you're in trouble. Stay wide. Wait for a pass. Doesn't show up. That's fine. He tries to solo it. Wave dashes would do you really good. Like there's another spot you could have used it. He doesn't go for it there. That's when you need to be there. So, come across. Get your boost. This is when you need to be cutting in. Look at all this space in between you guys. There's no one in this area. So if he's going to come out and hit this, unless, like, you need to be starting to move in. Unless he's going to smack this or bang this, and it's like, I hate to assume because it's Plat, but like, I just can't see a world where this player air dribbles it or goes for a double touch or a ceiling shot on you. So if he's going to move up and bring this downfield, you need to be in a position to make sure and punish him. So these things are going to be determined based upon what I've seen so far in the game already, and there's nothing about any of these players that I've seen that tells me like this guy's going to be able to bring this downfield. So you need to be starting to move in to cover this space. As he rotates back, you need to make sure that you cover and you can apply that immediate pressure, because ideally you want to stop it from even passing the midfield. So you rotate further wide, which you shouldn't. You should be cheating in. And you don't even need to cheat in fast. You don't have to boost. You don't have to come into it. You just need to start turning in and moving up. Collecting the boost pads. Make sure you maintain that 100 if you can. But as soon as this happens, right? He doesn't go for this touch. Fine, be cautious. I get that. You don't want to get punished. But as soon as it bounces here, you need to be on that to punish him. That's a goal. It's a missed opportunity. Hits it again. You back off even more because the second teammate's there. That's fine. You want to make sure you're pushing through the ball, not with it. You're rolling with it. So when you come up, this ball is going this way. Your car ends up spinning like this, and you just kind of roll with your hit. You're not putting power through it. You're just kind of going with it, which makes it really soft. If you're going to hit this, you need to make sure this ball comes across, and you jump into it. And when it's here, you smack the shit out of it from this angle, bounces corner, and bounces out. You want to clear this ball. You want to get this out of pressure because this is a free goal too. If this ball comes across and you connect it, you hit it here, it bounces out. You guys now have two people moving downfield against this guy who's now removed in a 1 versus 2. You guys get a goal. So you roll with it instead of pushing through it. Doesn't work. There's nobody pressuring you here. One guy's facing backwards, the other one is coming across. As this bounces down, you can dribble this. You will get punished for this in higher ranks, but as this is coming across here, you can kind of see the pathing right here. It's going to come down this way. You should just drive with it, let it trap under your car, get the boost, go for an air dribble. Instead, you try to jump, ends up being ugly. He has both turn on it. You probably should have gotten the boost. You want to secure your own boost if you can. You end up doing that anyway. You half flip as he's bumping you away. Almost gets dunked. Nobody's on you again. You throw possession. Nobody pressuring you. Maybe Pandora's there. As you come across, corner of your car, just clear it. You just want to hit it right here as it's on the lift. So as it bounces and comes back up, you don't hit it when it's starting to reach that forward or upward momentum. Hit it when it gets to about here. Smack it, it'll go flying. You just got to come across, jump into it, and hit it. You'll clear the ball, you'll be out of pressure. Fortunately, you get behind it too much, so it still stays in your half. You know, just in the aerial. Not a big deal. Mistakes happen. I like how he keeps it. Doesn't work. Just almost too eager. This is a bad touch. You can be patient on this. He's not going to get to you. Because you're so chaotic, you're so panicky almost. Your touch ends up being really poor. Luckily, it keeps it close to you, which is what you should have done in the first place. But you could have done that without even jumping at it. You end up getting it past both. Get the boost. Pass it above doesn't work. We get a demo. Good. I don't know what this is. It's like you want to go for a demo, but you have no boost to do it. So you get the demo here. That's fine. Let your teammate get it. Rotate out. Let him do his thing. If he's going to come in and hit it, that's great. Go and get your boost. You guys got what you wanted. You denied the clear. You kept possession on offense. That's fine. So the boost is here, or the demo's here. He's going to hit it. It's going to roll over here. That's fine. Let the play develop. But you need to make sure that you go get and have boost so you can sustain this offense. Go get your side boost. Come back in. See how it develops. You turn on it. You try to force it. And then you use what remaining boost you have to go to a spot where you're going to get beat anyway. Now you're out of position. Now you have no boost. And now you got to rotate out anyway. If you would have just got that mid boost in the first place, you probably could have had a goal. Save. Double jump's a little scary. So you double jump instead of jumping into it. Kind of nervous. And then the thing that I have an issue with is while you're floating down, you have 86 boost and you don't use any of it to get down to the ground faster. You just keep twirling. Gotta use that boost to recover as quickly as possible. You know, bumping him. Jump across. Good. Try to make sure you get further behind it. You want to clear this ball? You want to hit this ball here. You're hitting it here. It's putting it up high, which is going to force it to hit the ceiling and come down. You want to clear this downfield. You want to hit this here and make sure it lands somewhere over here. It's okay to stay on the back wall and just let this develop a little bit until you get a comfortable hit on it. At least you make connection with it, though. That's the important thing. Mid boost. Go help your teammate. He makes a mistake. Cut off your rotation, too. As soon as that comes across, go for a demo. or go behind. He's still coming across with the ball. Let this develop. You want to be supportive in this, not cut off and try to lead the charge. Because you don't know how all their momentum's going this way. Everybody's going this way. So go behind it. There's no need to interject yourself here. Either demo this guy if you can. If not, not a big deal. Just go behind it. Let this play develop. Because now you have plenty of boost to make sure you can make the next save if you need to. Instead, you cut him off. You try to do something with it. You guys both double commit to that same spot again. Now you're both out of position. You're rotating way too far out. During all this time, while this is happening, you're like watching it, just doing nothing. It's the time that you should be getting your boost pads. Watch this develop, get your boost pads, just kind of zigzag back and forth, figure eight if you need to. But you should be getting boost in this scenario. He rotates out completely, then you attack, that's fine. Your challenge is pretty weak because you go too high on it. You're jumping way too early. His touch here is bad. You jump way too early and ends up going under. You want to jump into the ball. That's actually just a really weird challenge. I don't know if I should blame you on that. God, your teammate is not good. That's game, I guess. Okay. So this comes across, you try to pressure. You go up on the wall, your teammate cuts it off and gets boost. You back off. That is terrible. That I don't like. So this comes across, same thing. That ball's, if he's good enough, will clear this down to his teammate. You need to be going this way and retreating this way. Instead, you turn around, kill all your momentum. So if this ball goes past you, you guys get scored on. No idea why. You should be retreating back to your net. 2 seconds or not. Retreat back towards your net. Just keep driving and following the ball. My recommendation for you, Broby, play ones. Play a ton of ones. Learn how to challenge. Learn your spacing. Learn when to challenge. It will help you immensely on when to know spacing and when to go for the ball, when not to go for the ball. And you're going to get punched like fucking crazy every single time you see this happens because you're deciding to turn around and face the wrong way. So my recommendation to you, sir, play ones. It will help you so much. Expose yourself to these types of scenarios. It'll make you significantly better. But that does it for this week of Workshop Wednesday, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below, as well as hit subscribe and all that fun stuff. But I'm out of here. We'll be doing this all live on stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. Come join us. More of this. And otherwise, the nice thing, though, is you guys can ask questions live while we're doing this in case there's certain mechanics you want. But I'm out of here. Peace.